Which player is most likely to leave their franchise first? Dame Lillard or Bradley Beal? I'll start with you, Justin.
Um, I would have to say Bradley Beal would be the first to leave. I just don't really see Dame leaving. Like Dame just loves Portland, loves the organization. He's made more career earnings than LeBron James in the NBA. You wouldn't even think that. He seems happy with his situation. And I think Bradley Beal eventually is just gonna get tired of watching. And I think I forget which episode we did, but we kind of talked about how I think Bradley Beal said he just didn't see any options to go to this past the offseason. But he would have left. So yeah, I'm gonna say Bradley Beal.
Jalen?
I would say Damian Lillard. More so because I believe Damian Lillard is 31, 32. And he done did everything. He's been to the conference finals, second round, first round, everything in the playoffs, but reached the finals. And if you look at the current team, they're rebuilding. There's no star player, no second best option on the team. More so with the Wizards, you have Porzingis and Kuzma to kind of help you out, and they're actually, hovering right in that plane, so they could at least earn a playoff spot or something. But even with there's 9 games left in the season, they just cut off Damian Lillard. Said, "Bro, just don't play."
He did the same thing last year.
Yeah, but still, Damian Lillard, knowing a competitor he isn't at the age he's in his prime too, and he's putting up those 30 points per game. It's going as empty stats now because the team is not winning. They're not going anywhere, and I guess you get a draft pick or something that can help out. But for the next 2 to 3 years, it doesn't look good for the Blazers compared to the Wizards. The Wizards can at least I see the Wizards being at least a playoff team more than the Blazers. So I feel like Damian Lillard is more likely to leave.
Right, right, but we talked about off camera. You watched the JJ Redick podcast. If you watch when he was just on it, nothing he said made you think he wants to go. He's clearly made it clear that he doesn't want to leave. So I can't. At least Bradley Beal was quoted saying that he would have left. I think if Damian Lillard was gonna leave, he would have left by now. Now, I don't think he cares that the team isn't. Well, of course he wants the team better. Everyone wants the best team, but he'll live with this team. He doesn't really care that much.
You can't. That means you're contempt on being a loser.
No, but that's how you view himself. That's not what Damian Lillard believes. Listen to what he's saying.
I'm listening to what he's saying, and it sounds like loser in my opinion.
Okay,
Dame Lillard is a winner. Don't get me wrong, but both these players, when they really want to be stuck in poverty, you get paid all this money. This is the part that I'm not watching no part. Feel me? I'm happy they got their contracts. I'm happy getting paid for what you work. But when I look at it, I'm looking at two players that Bradley Beal led the league in scoring before. Dame Lillard has been a dog his damn near his whole fucking career. At what point do you say, all right, enough is enough. Let me take this next step in my journey and let me play basketball until April, May, and June. I don't think that's the part that feel me, these players are getting to. I feel like Damian Lillard being shut down with 9 or 7 games left to go, that is an embarrassment. You did all that. You signed the extension. You stayed loyal to Portland. And you're telling me now you're in 13th seed. You're 13th seed right now. And for what? What do you have to show for it? A 50-point game, a 73-point game? We know you're nice, bro. Listen, everybody know Dame Lillard is nice. Dame time, clutch, all types of shit. What is your 73-point game went to waste this season now? Because you're gonna be sitting at home watching the playoffs like the rest of us. What are you doing?
He won the 3-point contest.
Bro, that's fake. That's fake awards, bro. Come on, bro. Nobody remembers that. Joe Harris won a 3-point award. Who the fuck is Joe Harris now? So when we talk about that, and for Bradley Beal too, you're hovering around that plane, and I don't even think right now they're in the plane right now. Right now,
they're 11th. They're 11th.
No. It's the Raptors right now. It's the Raptors, Bulls, the Heat, and the Hawks.
The Wizards are 11.
You're out of the plane, bro.
But they're right. They're half a game. They're right there, bro.
Bro, but you signed that extension.
But even if you make the play-in, that don't mean they have to win 2 games.
Yeah, you gotta win 2 games.
If you're not to make the playoffs, you gotta win 2 games.
Yeah, but it's better than being a 13th seed and no chance.
No, now with the
losing, bro.
Wait.
The play-in does not does not
Hold
commend
on.
you for being a tough player. Like, it doesn't commend your team for being tough. It means you're barely fighting. The playing is to give hope. You're
But
still a
then,
loser at the end of the day,
but
bro.
but but then also, Jalen, you have to look at the money you're investing into the team and the players. You can't
Yeah.
be paying all this money to play in the play-in. That doesn't make sense. You got to think business-wise
Yeah, but
too.
at least he
You just
has.
paid this man a 5-year deal. Kuzma wants money. Porzingis wants money. We're gonna pay all them to be 10 seed.
Yeah, but at least it's a better situation than having
Bruh,
20-year-olds, bro.
Jalen.
I'm
All
not
right,
gonna sit here
All
and
right,
get
so hear me out. You get
like
to the plane. All right,
it's bad. It's still bad, but I feel like there's more reason. Like I could understand. Okay, I could understand someone staying.
no,
Like,
they're
okay, I got
mid.
KP
They're
and
mid. And everyone say they're a little better than mid. Wow, throw a parade, but they're not
okay,
that good.
but this is my thing though. Like I could understand. Okay, I could stay with KP and Kuzma than stay in Portland with a whole bunch of 20-year-olds. That's getting me to not win.
No, and I'm not saying no. You're right, and you and Seb are both right. I'm going off what Damian Lillard is saying.
Yeah.
He's content.
Yeah,
I'm only going off what he said.
yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's not like Bradley Beal said I want to win an NBA champion. He never like I want to win an NBA champion. Like this is what Damian Lillard is saying. Like I want to win an NBA champion. So do what you got to do to win an NBA champion.
yeah, but
Bradley
it's not
Beal is just
at the
like
end of
I just want to
yeah, at
win.
the end of the day, I feel like it's not even about the championship. It's about just playing the playoffs. The playoffs are the best basketball that you're gonna play. You're playing in a 7-game series, bro. When was the last time we seen Dame Lillard in the playoffs? What was it, the bubble, bro? No. It wasn't the bubble. It was the year after the bubble where they lost first round to
The
Nikola Jokic without Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray. They lost to Jokic by himself. What have you done after that since? Ever since then, it's been a mess, bro. At some point in time in your career, as much as you love Portland, you gotta let go, bro. Same thing for Bradley Beal. As much as you love Washington, you gotta let go. How do you know the type of player that you are or like what you can accomplish if you're still stuck in the same situation where, oh, let me go fight for this last seed. Let me go try to make this 8th seed. And do what? Get bounced out the first fucking round, bro. That's just mid. That's like now we're to settle in for like just mid, like just it's just weak
No,
in my
right,
opinion.
no, right. Us as fans, I agree with you, Seb. But we can't tell a man what he's content with. We just can't.
Nah,
Like
100% you're right.
If Damian Lillard is able to feed his family, play the game he loves, go out there and compete, he just may be fine with that. Look at someone like Kyrie Irving. I think if Kyrie Irving could just be happy, I think he cares more about that than really winning a championship. Not to all players, the championship is the end all be all. Yes, that's the goal to do it. We all understand that. And I'm pretty sure Bradley Beal and Dame both want to win a championship. Who wouldn't want to win a championship? I think the difference is for some players like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, like that's that competitive drive, but not everyone has that. That was the all that meant everything to them. I don't think a championship to Damian Lillard to him is going to define his career. That's what he's been I feel trying to say these past couple of weeks. He doesn't feel that a championship is going to define his whole thing. He feels the work he's already done should
And then,
already cement him, just off his words.
all right, yeah. But just to add on to that, I understand that point. It's not even about the championship. It's about you're that and the good of a player. You putting up 30 a game, bro. What are you doing staying home in April? The playoffs is 2 weeks
Yeah,
away. What are you
yeah,
doing?
but
What are you
yeah,
doing, bro?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's the part that frustrates me. So when I ask this question, I want to know which player really gonna say enough is enough. As much as I love this organization and the organization has love back for me, I have to go move on and at least try to see what I can do at the. There's only so much of your prime that's left. Why waste it missing out though? That's the part that I don't understand. So I want to know. That's why I want to see which player is most likely to actually do that. So like for y'all, like I'll have my saying it. I would have to say right now it has to be Damian Lillard. As much as he's going to media and said, "Oh, championship doesn't define me," this, that, and the third. I know somebody that rather be playing right now. If I'm that good of a player that I can shoot from anywhere, I can really unguardable. I want to go test out like how far can I get? And if this team is not doing it for me, as much as I love this franchise, I would love to come back and my number's gonna be retired. I have to go see.